Barkerville. Imagine living in that time period. Imagine how hard that would be. I actually couldn't imagine, because all I love to enjoy when I go to Barkerville is the candy, the bakery, and of course the Theatre Royal. We're going to take you there today in our final stop along the northern route, because this is a real treat. Theatre Royal and so much more on CKPG Today. Today's a special day because we're here at Barkerville Town and Historic Park for our very last stop on our Northern Roots tour. Along the Northern Roots, celebrating a historic place with lots of history, including a great historical Theatre Royal show, which we're going to tell you about here on the show today. Come on, let's go check it out. Wow, this place is crazy.
Here we are at the theater, shall we open up the show? Here we are at the theater, it's ready, set, and go. On the stage every year, there's something new and fresh. Come along and see your favorite artists in the flesh. Let's all go to the Theatre Royal, where the show is big and bright. Let's all go to the Theatre Royal, where your friends are left and right. Whether you're here in the front row or hiding in the back, on a cushy spot or stuck right on a crack. When the clock strikes 2 and you want to have some fun, let's all go to the Theatre Royal.
So there's just a taste of the Theatre Royal and what you can expect here at Barkerville when you show up this summer. This is a production you're not going to want to miss, and we're so lucky to be joined by Mrs. Wilson to talk a little more about this today. How are you, Mrs. Wilson?
Miss Wilson, I'm very well, thank you. How are you, Mr.
Yeah, Mr. Fanshawe.
Mr.
Yeah,
Fanshawe.
thank you. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So tell me a little bit about Theatre Royal here. Like, this is a production, I feel like that, well, maybe people have seen it in previous years. It changes a little bit every year.
Well, actually, we do a completely new show
Oh, okay.
every single year. We might repeat a song here or there after a few years, but we try and have all fresh material if we can. And really a musical review with comedy sketches and some dancing, and just very upbeat, very fun. Every day at 2 o'clock, people can come right in here and join us. And one of the things that's a little bit different from a long time ago, when people might have come to visit Barkerville, is that the actors on the Theatre Royal stage are the same actors that are doing all the programming outside and all the scenes outside. So it's a true Caribou Amateur Dramatic Association. In the Gold Rush days, the people who performed on the stage were the same people who gave you your mail at the post office or drove you around on the stagecoach. So it's the same sort of experience.
Gotcha. The all-encompassing atmosphere here in Barkerville. I feel like it's such a unique thing. It's world-class, what you guys do here, so pat yourselves on the back for that. But what is the theme of this year's Theatre Royal production, if you could lay it out?
Well, it's called the New Fashion Review.
Okay.
And the saloon where the Great Fire of 1868 started, that actually leveled Barkerville, was called the Fashion Saloon.
Oh.
So that's one of the reasons that I chose that particular name. But there's a big surprise in the show that has to do with ladies' fashions of the time, which were quite, the hoop skirt, the bustle, which often to the modern eye in your time seem a little bit absurd. So we're sort of going all the way with that. So that's one of the reasons the show has that name. But really, we are trying to recreate Gold Rush entertainment, which is rollicking. It's a diversion from the hard work of mining, a little bit of ballads, a little bit of seriousness, but really from the beginning to the end, lots of energy, lots of music, lots of laughter, lots of color, and also just punctuated here and there by a little bit of education. So we throw in some facts about what sort of music there was here, what sort of lives we lived here.
I like it. Okay, well, there you go. If you haven't struck gold outside at Barkerville, you come inside, you'll strike gold when they hit the stage here at Theatre Royal. We'll give you a little bit more of the Theatre Royal show so you know what you can expect when you come through the doors. But thank you so much, Miss Wilson. Shouldn't get it. Otherwise, you're going to smack me with your purse or something.
I would never
Never?
do that.
Oh.
No, not me.
People just too kind here in Barkerville. Come check it out here along the northern route. Barkerville, it's waiting for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Far away, I was born, heave away, all the way from far away, and round Cape Horn we're bound for golden caribou. All the way, you rolling king, heave away, all the way, and hear me sing, we're bound for golden caribou. As I walked out in morning air, heave away, all the way, there I met a maiden fair, we're bound for golden caribou. There's this one thing that's on my mind, heave away, all the way, that's leaving that sweet lass behind, we're bound for golden caribou. And as we moved around Cape Horn, heave away, all the way, wish to God you'd never been born, we're bound for golden caribou. I shook her up, I shook her down, heave away, all the way, I shook her round and round the town, we're bound for golden caribou. All the way, you rolling king, heave away, all the way, you hear me sing, we're bound for golden caribou.
Just like that, our series along the northern route is complete with a final stamp. Awesome. Going to be an exciting summer coming up here in Fort St. John because the Energetic County Fair in July is going to be an absolute movie. Johnny Reid's going to be there with Wynonna Judd and so many more. And today we're just so lucky to be joined by a Scottish Canadian, good guy. Prince George loves him, and Fort St. John is going to love him too. Johnny Reid, thanks so much for making the time to join us today.
Good morning. It's my pleasure.
So tell me, what is Johnny Reid up to these days in preparation for the Energetic County Fair?
It really has been bedlam, Kieran. There's just been so much going on. Lots of travelling, lots of recording. We're doing limited shows this summer. I'm working on some new music, producing some other artists, etc. So limited shows this summer, but very much excited to come up to British Columbia and have a great time.
So now you, of course, Scottish Canadian, and I feel like you're very proud of being the Canadian part of that for sure. Tell me what it's like to be able to play outdoor festivals like this in Canada in the summer. I feel like if you're a musician, that's got to be one of the goals out there.
Yeah, it's a wonderful time. I've always enjoyed festivals. You know, it's a chance not only to come out there and have a great time with everybody just coming out and enjoying the weather, sitting down, listening to some music, people coming together as a community. That's always a lot of fun. But also musically, it's incredible. You know, you get a chance to bump into people that you've not seen in a long time, maybe artists and singers, songwriters and stuff that you've not had a chance to see in a few years. It's going to be, you know, it's a chance to sort of see them backstage and catch up a wee bit. We all live the same life, so it's nice to know there's other people out there getting lack of sleep.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, of course, you're going to be sharing the stage, I mean, not on the same day, but with Wynonna Judd on the weekend. Have you met Wynonna before, had conversations with her, or, yeah? Yes,
we have known Wynonna. A lot of people don't know this, but my producer for several of my records, Dance With Me record, Kicking Stones record, Place Called Love record, was a guy named Brent Mayer. And Brent was actually the man who found the Judds. So he produced and wrote, Why Not Me, Grandpa. He wrote a lot of the big Judge songs. So there's a direct connection. We've actually, been produced by the same fella.
Wow.
And then the musicians that I used on my records, Don Potter, a few of these guys were all played with Winona, and I believe Don's still with Winona on the road. So, yeah, definitely strong connections, and needless to say, she's one of the best singers of all time. An incredible voice, an incredible personality. Just, you know, just one of the artists. So very excited to be able to come up there and represent Canada and share the same stage with her up where you are.
What is one of your favorite songs to play, Johnny? Because, yeah, obviously, like I said, I know which one my favorite is, but what is it for you?
That's a great question. So many different songs for different reasons, but one of my favourite songs to play is Thank You. It's a piano ballad, but it really says everything. Yeah, to me, it's a very simple song, but it's just a song of gratitude, coming from a very humble place, and I think it's been able to. That song's been able to connect with a lot of folks. I also love to sing a woman like you.
Yeah.
That takes me, when I sing that song, I shut my eyes, and I've been able to sing that song all around the world. So every time I shut my eyes, I can see so many different places and so many different faces looking back at me. So that's definitely another one that I love to sing.
I wanted to ask you what words of wisdom you would share with up-and-coming musicians. I feel like obviously lots of people are trying to make it. You're one of those who has made it here and made it big multiple times with multiple hits. But what would your words of wisdom be to an artist trying to do that?
Well, that's a great question, man. I think that the big thing is to identify what making it is to you. Identifying what success is, if success to you is planes and buses and billboards and awards, then we probably don't have a lot in common. Success should be taking this gift that God gave you and giving it back. And if you're lucky enough to be able to monetize that a little bit to take care of your family, then so be it. But I think you have to identify making it, and I think making it is surrounding yourself with great people, hopefully having a family, and trying your best to enjoy every moment that you're given. I think that would be my advice to anybody.
I appreciate that. I think lots of people would appreciate those words, and I guess getting to walk your dog every day is also making it in a way.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for spending the time with us today, Johnny. Of course, going to be up in Fort St. John, July 17th to 19th for the Energetic County Fair. Bring your dancing shoes, bring your clapping hands, because it's going to be a great time, and I'm looking forward to seeing you up there, Johnny.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your time. I see everybody when we get there.
Folks, we have met the horses, and now it's time for the final edition of the Hobby Horse Hoedown here. They are raring at the gates, so just like every great horse race has, we will call the trumpet to order. Pow! And they're off! Oh no, there's a horse stuck in the gate. What is happening here? It looks like one is headed right to kiss the cash, and he veers off. What is happening here? There's a fence over there. Careful, sir. Jumps the fence. Oh my goodness, this is horsey madness. Unbelievable. The Pomeroy pony is close, but will it kiss the cash? Oh, the Pomeroy pony takes the final edition of the Hobby Horse Hoedown. The dressage horse did very nicely in here at number 2. At least it looked good while it did its work.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
Which is your favorite airtime? 12:30, 3:30, 6:30, or 11:30? I'm going to take the ears up as the earliest one. Does this rabbit have a name? We're going to name it James. After the fort. You like James? I'm telling you where to go, okay, here.
See, you didn't follow through.
Oh, that was wide.
Yeah.
Mine did a pirouette in the air.
Nice.
Am I overthrowing? Maybe too hard, you think?
We do have an ox in the back pen back there.
Okay, so be careful of the ox.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. You take a kind of a step.
Not bad, right? You're getting the hang of it there. A little bit more height.
Good.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're getting better by the end of it.
Well, if the hay bale was over there. Now, which one do you like better, Producer Zach or me? Oh, I pointed to you, Producer Zach. I don't know. I think I lose that battle.
Taking a look outside today's CKPG snapshot. This one comes from Devin Solly, a loyal viewer from Kitimat, where he took this photo anyways, captured this shot from his doorstep during snail weather. And yes, if you've gone to BC's northwest, you'll know the weather's a little, well, wetter and a little colder. It makes it more favorable for little guys like this. Actually, I should say big guys like this. It's a pretty big snail. I don't know what I would do if I saw a snail like this just on my doorstep, but take a picture is definitely up there. Thanks so much, Devin, for sending this one in. If you have a snapshot, folks, send it our way. snapshot@ckpg.com.
In 1913. Yes, I know.
Over a century ago.
Well over a century ago. You can do math. That's so clever.
Sometimes.
Super clever that way. I like it.
Yeah, definitely everyone can sing Kumbaya at Thanksgiving dinner.
And we won Kumbaya.
We won Kumbaya.
That's right.
Okay, so there you go. There's the form. There's, don't worry, my social insurance number's not on there, so we're okay. I mean, I think the mini fridge over there might be the most modern.
Yeah, that's right.
Or the couch, because it's back in style.
That's right. Everything that's old is new again, right?
She's gonna teach us, and the rest of the kids are gonna teach us how to make some poutine. Poutine?
Poutine.
Poutine.
That's fun. Now I'm trying it. Good.
And we're gonna amend the soil with some manure.
All right, I'll let you handle that.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Hey there, got an idea or suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca.
Of course, Father's Day show and shine just happened here in Prince George, but today we're going to look back at a vintage car rally that actually used to happen here in town. And they were racing cars that are, well, let's just say quite old. Let's take a look at the tape.
The Vintage Car Rally from 2000 is what we look on today in local history. You can see the car pictured here, a 1934 Lagonda. That is pretty impressive. Don't see many of those rolling around anymore. I'm sure it was rare in 2000. Imagine if you saw that here in the year 2025. But a pretty cool concept nonetheless. A bunch of vintage cars racing around town. Now they just have a little cruise around town. Might be better because then you get to actually enjoy them instead of they just race by with their loud engines and loud exhaust. But anyways, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, 1934. That's pretty impressive. It's kind of sad that they don't do that nowadays, but I guess it makes sense. You know, old cars, you got to treat them nicely. But thanks so much for watching today, and congratulations to all the winners in our Hobby Horse Hoedown. And of course, you can still get your tickets for the Energetic County Fair if you didn't win on the show. So stay tuned for that. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you for more great stuff next week, folks. Enjoy the weekend.